The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh will spend Christmas quietly in Windsor, Buckingham Palace has said. Let's bring in our royal correspondent, Rhiannon Mills, now. And a break in tradition for the royal family, like for so many of us this Christmas, Rhiannon.
That's right. And it's interesting, isn't it, when you've just been having that debate about whether we should all be spending time together. And I think for the royal family, of course, it's really important right throughout this pandemic that they've been setting the right example. So I think you've got a couple of things going on here. First of all, of course, for the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, there's been this protective bubble around them right throughout the pandemic. So in some ways, it's not surprising that it's been announced that rather than going to Sandringham, rather than spending time with other people and potentially family members in Sandringham, they've decided they are going to spend Christmas at Windsor quietly. But also, of course, you can't forget that every year on Christmas morning, thousands of people normally gather at Sandringham to watch the royal family head to church, a huge group of the royal family. And I think for the Queen and for the Duke of Edinburgh, it's also important for them that they're not seen to be encouraging crowds of people to gather outside of Sandringham to enjoy that annual tradition of watching the royals go to church. I've also just heard that apparently the Queen won't be going to church on Christmas morning. There'll be no way of us filming or taking photographs of her. And again, that is because they don't want to encourage people to gather. But this is a huge break in tradition. It's 33 years since they last didn't go to Sandringham. It is worth pointing out, though, before they used to go to Sandringham, it was actually Windsor where the royals used to spend Christmas anyway. So in some ways, the Queen and Prince Philip, of course, will remember those celebrations back in Windsor. But we know that they hugely enjoy their time at Sandringham. It's a really important moment when all the family can usually get together. We have been told that they are likely to see some family members at some point over Christmas, but we're not being told exactly who and when. We also understand that the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall are actually going to spend Christmas at Highgrove, but they hope to see the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh at Windsor at some point. At the moment, though, it's not been confirmed exactly what Prince William and Kate and the kids are going to be doing for Christmas. But yeah, as you said, like many of us, as a family, the royals are going to have to spend Christmas very differently this year.